It is absolutely despicable and completely outrageous what Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her trashy ass family are doing, man. That baby, that baby now she's got around her all the time, that is her niece, okay? She's not fooling anyone. That is her brother Dylan and his girlfriend, Anita. That's their baby, okay? This is despicable. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to find out, though. Did she move in with them? Are they living next door? Someone told me that she was, they converted the garage at Rod and Christie's place, and she was living there. I don't know that to be true or not. Someone said that. I don't know. But, you know, what's the deal? That is her niece. This is absolutely despicable. Not only on her part, I get she's got to cover up this grand lie, this big scheme of theirs, but the whole family's lying, you know? Her brother and his old lady, Anita, are despicable, man. Christy, despicable. All of them lying like this, and Ryan especially, man. She didn't have any baby, man. Okay? Anyone with any sense knows she didn't have a baby. There are no court orders to establish paternity anywhere. And there is nothing sealable about that. There's nothing confidential about that. These people are trying to convince you that, oh, because it's DNA result, it's not results, got nothing to do with the results. The court order to establish it would be on there, and it's not. There isn't anywhere. Okay? That tells you she didn't have a baby. And I hate to keep doing this, but it's the facts are the facts. December 9th, the divorce was finalized. No woman 30-some weeks pregnant is a judge going to finalize a divorce. Ever, never, never. They will always continue it, always. Those two pieces of evidence right alone tell you she's never had a baby, man. Okay? She doesn't act like a mother. That is not her baby. That is her niece. And I guess they're just living next to each other now. She's getting her all the time. But you guys have to remember, we only see her in those videos. Okay? Now, I know there's going to be a lot of you that, you know, you're caught up in this mindset of how this mind fuck works, where when you see these people that you like in a video or two, when the video's over, you're like, oh, well, that's what they're doing in their real life. You don't know what the fuck they're doing. They could have that kid over there for an hour, set this up, video, and then they're scram, and then that's it. You don't know what they're doing. That is not her baby. And we know its name is not Aurora. That's what other people are trying to say. Oh, well, Dylan's baby's name is Aurora too. That baby's name is not Aurora. And we know it's not Aurora because, number one, they would have called its name to show it responding, right? If Dylan's baby's name was Aurora, which it's not, okay? Two ways I know. They would have capitalized on that, first of all, right? They would have called Aurora's name purposely so she would respond in some kind of way. They knew they couldn't do that because that baby's not going to respond. Name not Aurora. The other piece of evidence I know is in that video where Mia gets put on the spot, how often do you see Aurora? And you know she's lying. She gave us a response of, I hate that I have to lie to you, but I have to. So, like, leave me alone. That's what that was, okay? If Dylan's baby was named Aurora too, then she would for real have a niece named Aurora. And she would have been able to run with that lie because it wouldn't have been a lie. If someone said, how have you seen Aurora? She would have switched in her mind to, well, that Aurora, and said, well, you know, I had family gatherings, you know, this, you know, Mother's Day, this day, what, you know, whenever. Those things, you know, or a couple times a month or whatever the case is with that Aurora. So we know that baby's not named Aurora. Okay? That is not her baby. This is bullshit. All right. It's unbelievable that she's doing this, you guys. It is so sick. But she's got to get out from under it. You guys, you see this little thing she does when you have to keep in your mind, all we see is a little bit of time that they're videoing. And that's it. And I want to talk about this as far as that goes. There's acting. It's all acting. Ken and Gypsy cannot act even for 5 to 10 minutes in a video for us as if they have any chemistry or that they even like each other. I'm telling you, man, if the assignment was for me to act, look, you're going to go in this video and you act like you're with this girl and like you're really into her or whatever. Just for, you know, you can't put it on and do a show for 5 or 10 minutes on a fucking video knowing what the assignment is. You can't do that. You can't even, Ken Urker can't even fake that he likes a girl. He can't even fake it, man. They have zero chemistry. They don't look like, and we only see them those 5 or 10 minutes together, guys, and then we don't see them ever again. We don't know what they're doing. He's in Florida all the time. That relationship is fake. They don't have a baby. I don't think they've even had sex before. They don't have a baby. He's gay as shit. I'm telling you, man, listen to this. You want me to believe that Ken Urker comes from a wealthy family, as prissy as he is, as like he acts like he's so much better than everybody and Mr. Know-It-All all the time. You see how he is? Decided one day to write to women in prison, and one that murdered her mother like that. Do you really think that he would have done that unless he was hired to do that? For this whole crazy story they have going for this bitch? Come on, you guys. And then the people that always run to their defense or show up in my comments. Oh, no. Raina, his mother Raina put him up to it. She said, and then you see what's Raina's response to it is, well, I thought it would be fun and interesting. Do you know how stupid that is? I think it would be fun, interesting for my son to write to women in prison. Maybe one day he'll fall in love with some nasty bitch in prison. And I don't mean that by all women that have to go to prison for a while are a nasty bitch. But you're trying to avoid a nasty bitch. You're fishing in the wrong pond. It makes no sense. I mean, do I have to go through that? He's his mother, and if they got married, that he would be her mother-in-law, and that she whacked her mother. Do I have to go through this? No, I shouldn't have to. That doesn't make sense. And that's what they say is Raina put him up to it. Raina said, I think it'd be a great idea. No, he was hired and paid to do it. I've been through this. I made whole videos. It kills two birds with one stone. Now, his parents doesn't have to be embarrassed of their gay-ass son, because that's how they are. It's terrible. It's terrible to be like that, knowing your kid's gay, and instead of just accepting it, want to do this shit to hide it and cover it up and be embarrassed about it. So, we'll hook him up with this gig. He can get paid. He can get paid. People will know him, Yeah, but no one knew who the fuck Ken Urker was until now. A lot of people know who the fuck he is now, right? And the whole world will think his kid's got an old lady and a baby. How about that? And they all can lie to the whole world about it. This is what's going on. That is all fake. All that shit is fake. She never had a baby, man. You guys, look how they wanted to plan it and make it like... You guys, look what they did, man. Just enough to get out with Ryan, who's a teacher, looks good on paper, and someone stupid enough to marry her. All right? So she can get released as early as possible. Out. Boom. No problem. Because she did not have a good record in prison and all that. She had a terrible record in prison. And she had to have someone solid to be released to that wanted her. And her fucking family didn't want her. And I don't blame them. So she tricked Ryan into marrying. That's all this is, to get out like that. And then the second she gets out, the wheels are turning. The second she's out, not 10 minutes, she escapes to her parents' house to get away from him. It's just so she doesn't have to fuck him. That's all it is. It's absolutely despicable what she pulled. But anyway, that's all it was. And then the other dipshit, Ken, comes right back. This only reason is Ken refused to marry her to go along with the charade. He was not going to do that. And I don't blame him. That's despicable. So they tricked this other dude into doing it. That's what happened, guys. And then he comes back on scene. He's a paid handler. So is Bree. They're paid to try to help this bitch and keep this bitch on track. I don't know. It doesn't look like Ken is anymore. I don't know, because he's in Florida all the time. They can lie to you if they want. He's in Florida all the time. I don't care. That's his business. Whatever. Stop. That whole thing is fake. It's all fake. She's only around women all the time. She doesn't have a baby with her. She comes and goes, nothing but women, and doesn't have a baby. Anyone that sees her knows she's always with women and doesn't have a baby ever. Anyone that sees her. Why? No one's ever got a picture of the baby. She's never shown us any pictures. This is absolutely despicable, you guys, that she's running around doing this now. That she's running around now with her brother's kid doing this and putting it off as their own, man. What? And everyone's falling for it. Everyone believes it, man. It's absolutely despicable. I don't even know what to say, man. But the whole thing's fake. And their relationship's fake, and it always has been. Please stop thinking otherwise. Watch how they are. They don't even act like they're into each other at all, man. How can you not see that? How can you really think that those two are together? How do you really believe this? And it's so crazy. These big content creators with their, I believe, Gypsy's late night texting to Ryan is right. Is she cheating on Ken now? And it's so stupid, the shit that y'all are recycling around. But you're missing the big shit. They don't, that she doesn't have a baby. They're all like, we're worried and concerned about Aurora's well-being. Poor Aurora, look at all the dangerous things she's doing. Look at Gypsy doing, because she doesn't have a fucking baby there, man. I don't understand. And now she's borrowing this kid just to get videos. Those are just videos. Please stop thinking in your mind that this bitch has got this baby all day, that kid all day. She doesn't. And who knows if that whole room she created isn't even real? Who knows if that whole room isn't AI created? Make a fucking nursery where we can drag furniture around and do whatever. Just create it. We'll make it look like a film of a real nursery that you have. Who knows what you can do with it? You telling me with AI you can't do that? I've heard of people that have built a big whole like promotional things for work and done all this shit using AI and all this different shit that they could do with it. You're telling me they can't make a video of a room? You saw how the video went, going around their stupid music and swinging by the clothes and the thing and all that. That whole thing was probably AI created. Who knows? I mean, I don't know for sure. But she doesn't have a baby. And that doesn't look like a real nursery to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But it just doesn't look like a real nursery that anyone's fucking really for real living in. Maybe I'm being a weirdo and being just a skeptic here because I don't like that bitch. But it just looks, the whole thing looks fake to me. That bitch never had a baby, guys. Please stop falling for this, man. It's really upsetting to me. That's why I don't like to even come on here. It bothers me. This bothers me so bad that everyone believes this bitch. I mean, I know a lot of you guys don't, but so many people, I go on here to watch these different videos, and so many people are going along with, oh, Aurora's doing this, and she's doing this, such a good mommy. It's all fake. She's not even with Ken. She never has been. And you guys just all eat it. Most of you eat that up. Most of my people that follow, most of you believe that her and Ken are in a real relationship. You do. But they're not. And if you can't tell that, it's because you're not thinking that you're not understanding that when they cut the camera off, they're not around each other. And you want to go figure out see how much time they've actually been on camera together the last, say, month. It's probably not a lot. And also, they can do things from a distance, too, and do shit to make it even look like they're together. You could do anything with this AI shit if you know what you're doing, or you know people that know what they're doing. And they know people that know what they're doing. They know they do. All right? So, please, you guys, man. Stop it. She doesn't have a baby. She never had a baby. And her and Ken, that whole thing is fake. The whole thing. There's no way, man. There is no way. I know Ken's tight, man. He was forced in the closet because what his parents are about. I get it, man. I know people like him. But I'll tell you this. A dude that's like that in a closet like that, and he was halfway decent looking 10 years ago. He would only be dating pretty girls. I'm telling you. A dude like that's really gay, if they're going to go with a woman, it's got to be someone that's real pretty or they can't even do it. I'm telling you, man, what I know. All right? I've seen it a million times. I have friends like this. That's the deal. Not her. No way. You'll never convince me that he's even fucked her one time. No way. Unless she got him all fucked up one night somehow and tricked him. See you in the next video.